Press pause, put the controller down. It's time to talk about the gaming industry. My name is TJ Leo, and this is not Andrew. This is the man. Our first ever letter time write-in. Way back in like episode... I don't even know. 10. It was like 10. It was a long time ago. Old School Legend, welcome to the show.
What's up, man? Appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate you filling in. So, no, Andrew has not been replaced. He is under the weather last minute, and I could think of no one better but Legend to fill in. He's got a lot of knowledge, and we're gonna talk to him about that and get into the nitty gritty of his gaming history. But before we do that, let's do some housekeeping and corrections like we always do to open up the show. As always, we're on YouTube Music. If you want the podcast edition of the show, you can get it at YouTube Music, whether you want the audio-only edition or the video edition. You can get it there. Don't forget to join the Co-op Club Discord community server where myself and Old School Legend and many others are talking about gaming, wrestling, and more. Patreon.com/co-op entertainment where you can throw us a crisp George W. per month to help support the channel. We greatly appreciate the support. And just as a final reminder before next week, actually, it'll be live as of the posting of this video. Steam Next Fest starts February 23rd, which is this Monday. So if you are interested in checking out the latest titles, there's going to be a crap load of demos, and we are definitely going to be talking about those on the show. So if you want to check that stuff out, make sure you check out Steam starting Monday. In fact, you can check it out much earlier than that because it seems like a bunch of games went early because I've been playing some, and we'll be talking about that. But yeah, before we get into the core of the show, tell us a little bit about what games do you like? You know, what genres do you like? How long you been a gamer? What was your first game? All that kind of good stuff.
So as the name states, Old School Legend, I'm a big fan of retro gaming. Not to say that I despise new age gaming, but if I'm playing something, it's going to be like original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PS1, PS2, classic stuff. First console, original Nintendo. First game I ever had was pinball. It was a Black Label pinball. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So it was a lot of fun with that. And ever since then, man, I've just been, much like you, just obsessed with gaming, man. Just have a lot of fun, good escape, good pastime, man. As far as genres go, now as I'm getting older, man, I'm really more into like a lot of like story-based games, not so much like action, like multiplayer types, but big Souls fan, big fan of like the Soulsborne games. Big fan of the Metal Gear Solid series.
Nice.
Big fan of the God of War series. Uncharted.
Nice.
I'm starting to get into Assassin's Creed now a bit. That kind of passed me over when it came out.
Interesting.
But now, like, I'm delving more into Assassin's Creed games. And
what are you currently on, or what was the last one you played?
So the last one I played was Odyssey, and that was fantastic, man.
That's my favorite one in the series. In my opinion, that's still the best one.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, man. So like so far, that and Origins have been my
Origins
two
is great.
So like what started me onto Assassin's Creed was Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is the latest one.
Yep.
And I ended up getting that game for free because I had a bunch of trade-ins that I took to GameStop, and they were giving like extra credit and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me.
The PS5 version.
PS5 version, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I played it on the PS5 Pro, and it hooked me. It hooked me. So I was like, all right, like I know, like it got a lot of flack from a lot of people from it not being a quote unquote Assassin's Creed game, but I liked it enough that it made me want to go back and try out some of the other ones. So I had previously tried Assassin's Creed 2 on PS3, and it didn't do it for me.
Interesting.
But I have since bought essentially like the whole collection on the Xbox.
Wow.
So the goal is to start going through them, starting from Assassin's Creed 1 and working my way up.
Woo! I will say that as a huge Assassin's Creed fan, like from the beginning, I've played them all, including like some of the side spin-off games and mobile games. Like I've pretty much played them all. It's really hard to go back and play the original, not the original game, but the original format of the game. So if you didn't know, the original format of the games was kind of rebooted as of Origins. So as of Origins, it became like a almost like an open world RPG almost, with stealth and action and all that kind of stuff, right? Whereas every game before that was basically the same game, just in a different location. It was like there was no gear. I mean, there was gear, but honestly, it made zero difference. It was a lot more strict in the climbing. It was a lot more. It's just hard to go back. You'll understand when you play, especially the first one. The first one, there's certain games where you can play it and you get a lot of the foundation, of what the series will be. Where you're like, oh, okay, I can see where they're going with this, and then like you fast forward to the sequel or 10 games later, and you're like, okay, this is what their vision was. You could tell this was the vision. And Assassin's Creed 1 is definitely a foundational game that doesn't hit all of what it needed to at the time. At the time, it was groundbreaking, though. I mean, being able to climb everywhere was amazing. It was crazy. But if you go back now and play it, it's super slow. It's really slow climbing compared. So it is a little tough. But I love that series. It's great. I couldn't get into Shadows for some reason. That's the first game in the series where I'm like, I don't know what it is about this game. I'm just not feeling it for some reason. I might have to give it another chance at some point.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I will say I enjoyed more so playing as Naue rather than the I can't think of the guy's name. I had a ton of fun playing as Naue because just being like that
Yosuke?
agile ninja. What was it?
Yosuke?
Yasuke.
Yasuke.
Yasuke was it. I enjoyed playing as her more than him. So kind of
the more classic
here. On the Soulsborne games, I'm typically like a dex build guy, so I like to have that high dexterity, a lot of dodging, a lot of parrying, that kind of stuff. So for me, like my type of play style, like Naue was perfect, and that really was what set it off for me. And then going back and playing Origins and then Odyssey, I was able to kind of have like that same parry style as well. And I just really enjoyed it. So I'm a little nervous now about going back and revisiting the older Assassin's Creed games because it sounds like I'm not going to quite have that. But
they're very primitive in comparison.
I'm going to keep an open mind because I do realize that those came out at a different time where
Assassin's Creed 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So I still stand by that game, even though if you go back, it's kind of still got the same problems that the first chunk of the series has. And none of the other games really... I mean, Black Flag, which is Assassin's Creed 4, is... That game was the foundation of Origins and Odyssey to me. It was like, oh, I know, I can see that they're going somewhere. But then you try and go back and play it, and it's like, oh, man, loading screens galore, and it's just constant start and stop.
And Black Flag is the one that they're supposedly remaking, right?
Yes, I'm so excited. If they remake that game in the style of Origins and Odyssey, oh buddy, that's gonna be a treat. That's gonna be
one
a treat.
Of those, huh?
Oh,
all right.
Yeah. I don't know whether it will be, but we'll see. It was supposed to come out in March, according to the rumors. So I highly doubt that's the case anymore. But sweet. Do you have a favorite game of all time?
Oh, favorite game of all time, man. That's gonna be Chrono Trigger.
Oh, good pick.
Yeah, that is number one for me, man. That's one of those games that I go back and I try to play it. I try to replay every year. I freaking love that game so much.
Me too.
But sometimes it might get pushed off to every other year or something like that. So yeah.
But for a game to last that long, whew.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah. And
fact
I
that we
mean, like,
don't have a remake or a sequel at this point is absurd.
yeah, yeah. So like Chrono Cross was like kind of like the unofficial sequel, and like Chrono Cross is good. Like it's its own thing, but like there is some references to Chrono Trigger in there,
Hmm.
but
It's on my
like
list to play at some point because everyone tells me I have to. I have to do it. So.
yeah, me personally, and this is just my opinion,
Mhm.
I think the best version of Chrono Cross is the original one on the PlayStation 1. They have like the remastered version. And for me, it just and I just don't know if it's that nostalgia trip for me.
Mhm.
But I tend to gear myself more towards like the originals rather than like the remakes or the remasters.
Mhm.
I do understand that they like a lot of the newer games they add like a lot of like quality of life features and stuff. But for me, a lot of times I don't feel like those QOL features translate well to like
Mhm.
an older game. So if the thing is like if you've never played it before and you played like the remaster remake of it, like you're not going to know
Right.
you're not going to know the difference, right? But for me it's just like that original on the PlayStation 1 is just
Yeah. I think
yeah,
I have the Radical Dreamers edition. I think that's the one I have. I'm not sure.
yeah,
I
and,
have it.
and,
It's
and,
just
I
sitting
believe,
in my pile.
yeah, and I believe that's like the remake one or
That's the
whatever.
remake.
And
Yeah.
like I said, it's not like in my opinion it's not the original, but if you don't have anything to base it off of, like you'll be fine, you'll enjoy it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. I mean, we could go on for 10 years just shooting the shit
Oh
about
man,
our gaming history. That's for damn sure.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but we got stuff to talk about, so let's get into what we're playing. I'll lead us off. You haven't done this portion of the show before, so maybe you'll get some ideas from just the way I talk about this stuff. But haven't. So I tried Silent Hill F. I had alluded to the fact that I was going to give it a try on some previous episodes. Not getting me. Not getting me. I'm moving on. There's a lot of problems with it for me. Visually, it's stunning. It is a visual stunner. But there's a couple of problems with it. Number one, it has that same sort of like cookie cutter gameplay that Silent Hill 2 does, where it's just very start and stop, where it's just like, let me go. There's constant like cinematic interruptions that don't need to be cinematic. They could have just been in game happening, like a guy running away or whatever the case is. It just feels very like it was developed for PlayStation 2. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just
Yeah,
like
okay.
I don't know. I just oh yeah, and then the other issue is that they didn't do the lip sync to English. So you're playing it in English and the voices are in English, but the lip sync is um it's not
Japanese.
it's not completely in Japanese because it's not like one of those like Godzilla movies from back in the
Okay.
day, but it's not correct. It's not lip synced to English. And then the translation is just not good. It seems like a direct translation instead of a an interpretation of what they were going for. So um, just isn't hitting me. So I I'll still try out Townfall. I think it's called coming out soon. But
Yeah.
there's too many games to waste more than an hour or two on something where you're like not feeling it. So I moved on.
Yeah,
Uh,
understandable, man.
yeah. So I instead played a bunch of demos. So that's what I'm going to quickly go through here. I'm going to save a bunch of them for next week because I've gone through so many that there's just not enough time. So the first game I tried out was Outbound, which we're going to get some B-roll footage of here. Outbound is a cozy survival crafting game, which is really interesting. I didn't get your camera centered. That's my bad. Oh, there you go. You
There
just
we
move to the right,
go.
to the left, to the left.
Now we're set.
Now
So
we're centered. Now we're good. It's a cozy survival crafting game that you can play with friends. You're just basically driving around in your little RV unit here, and it's definitely visually appealing to me. Very colorful. If you're into survival crafting, but you don't like the stress of the survival aspect of the game, then you'll probably like this. It's much more slower paced, relaxing, cozy,
yeah,
as the name
that was a
suggests.
very chill game.
Yes.
Like relax on a Friday night.
Hmm. I enjoyed my time with it. I was like, oh, I can see myself playing this, whether it's at the top of my list or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. Next up, I played Echoes of Mistralia, which is what you're seeing on the B-roll here now. Echoes of Mistralia is a roguelite action RPG. Best way I can kind of describe it is it's like a Hades like, which I didn't think was a thing yet, but I guess it is. You are running, as you can see, just top down action RPG type vibes, Diablo type vibes. Upgrading yourself with each room that you go through. And the difficulty continues to spike higher and higher and higher the further you get. If you lose, then you go back to your sort of your home base, as it were, within the story. And then you try again, but there's semi-permanent upgrades, there's permanent upgrades, and with each round you get stronger and stronger. It's pretty good. It's really difficult to compete with Hades. Hades is kind of like the action RPG roguelite king. But I would say that Echoes of Australia it's definitely one of those games where I'm like, okay, this isn't just some like cheap knockoff, they're putting some effort into this. I enjoyed it.
I mean, that looks good, man. Like those colors, man, they're popping, and it looks like those environments. Yeah, like that's
great color palette.
I mean,
the upgrade tree is actually kind of interesting too. It's not just you pick a move. You have like this little skill tree that you attach the upgrades to, and you can do it in like different orders. So like, you'll put one upgrade on the top of the tree. You can kind of see the trees here. And then you can put another one underneath it that activates and makes the other upgrade that you put in better. And then it just keeps growing from there. So you end up with this like tree of upgrades that have like a synergy with each other, right? And so you could do different things every time you play and kind of find the perfect combination of moves and upgrades and synergies to complement your gameplay style. So it's actually really good. Recommend checking that out. Again, that is Echoes of Mistralia. Demo available now on Steam. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm definitely downloading that because that looks very interesting to me. So yeah, like them colors are popping, man. That's
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of playing Hades 2 right now, so that's why I was like, I'm not gonna buy this right now, but I'll definitely check it out. But yeah, that did me good. What's next here? Don't have much to say on this next one. This is Astromine. If the B-roll will kick in, this is sort of a pixelated voxel. I don't know if it's a survival crafting game as much as it is just like a. It's really hard to describe. It's got a weird art style. The coolest thing about it is the enemies. When you shoot them, they actually like take damage to their individual voxels. So you have to like the alien that I fought was like this sort of like six-legged walker, and you had to shoot at it. You could shoot out its eyes, and if his eyes got shot out, he would no longer be able to see. So he would be like moving around and not being able to know where you are, but still kind of swiping around. Like all the voxels mean something. And then like in order to actually kill him, his core is in the middle. You can kind of see it there, that green. Yeah. See, then you kill the core inside and it finally like breaks apart. So that kind of stuff was actually pretty cool. My problem with the game was it's kind of disorienting. All of the planets that you visit are basically these like small orbs that you can walk 360 degrees around. So you're never walking like through a flat plane. You're always walking kind of like this. Okay. And so I don't want to say it caused me nausea, but it definitely caused me some discomfort. I don't know whether it's the camera, or what it is, but you're constantly moving. I don't know if you can kind of see you're always kind of going down when you're going forward. It was fun until I started to feel uncomfortable, and then I was like, Again, I don't know whether it's the camera, the art style, or what it is that's doing that for me, but it is super fun. It is super interesting. Whether it can hold up over the course of a 10 to 15 hour game, I don't know. But
yeah. It definitely has some 3D dot hero vibes.
Yes,
Don't
that's a great way to put it. Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. I
Yeah.
think I have a feeling we're going to be discussing that one a little bit later on too.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. So yeah, that's Astromine. Demo is out now, and then the final game that I played is one that I am absolutely freaking out about. Uh, this is The Eternal Life of Goldman, which is a great name for a game. But look at this frickin' art style, man. This is in game. This is amazing. Everything about the presentation of this game is mind blowing. It is so good. It looks like I would say a cartoon come to life, but like it's so much more than that. It's like a water. Like, it's almost like a booklet. You know,
Oh,
yeah, you know that
yeah.
like children's book art style. Like it's that. Like look
Mhm.
at that. It's incredible. It's absolutely mind blowing. And this is a Metroidvania.
Man,
Like look at that.
I've never even heard of this, man. This looks
It's insane.
Yeah, look at that background, man.
Yeah, everything
Like
is animated. Like look at that.
wow.
It's absolutely gorgeous. The music is phenomenal. The sound effects are phenomenal. The gameplay is kind of like DuckTales on the NES, if you remember that, where you're kind of like
Oh yeah.
pogo sticking around. But it's a Metroidvania, so it's much bigger in scope. But I just cannot get over the presentation. It's absolutely like this does not do it justice. It's unbelievable. Everything from the menus to the transitions, like the scene transitions, are all animated, hand drawn. It's unbelievable, dude. I actually went out of my way to make sure that the developers heard that on BlueSky, and they liked my post, and because I was like, these guys have to be congratulated. Like, holy crap, what an accomplishment this is visually. Presentation overall, just amazing. And it is fun. I mean, it's like DuckTales. Oh, look at
Yeah,
that with like the distortions there. That was cool.
yeah, I'm really blown away just by like this little trailer, man. Like those backgrounds are phenomenal.
Yeah, the animation is unreal. It is absolutely unreal. Yeah, I had never heard about this game either. I think I saw it. I think it had a trailer at maybe a state of play or maybe the summer showcase or something like that. But yeah, it's being published by THQ Nordic, and it is unreal, unreal. I stopped playing the demo about a quarter way through it, maybe halfway through it, because I was like, no, I'm sold. I don't need to play anymore. I'm waiting for the game to come out. So highly recommend everybody go to check out Eternal Life of Goldman. It's also got a sweet story, which I won't ruin because it's that good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. So
and
I got two
that's it for
demos I
me.
need to check out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, what do you got? What do you got, sir? What do you got to talk about?
So I am on, I don't know if this is sad or something to brag about,
Oh,
but
okay,
I'm on my fifth playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077.
okay,
I absolutely love this game.
okay.
This has become probably in my top five of all time.
Wow.
Um, I recently picked this up on Steam, and I recently got a copy on the Switch 2 as well.
Okay.
So that kind of was like motivated me to be like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and play through this again. Um, Steam version's pretty cool, got mods and stuff. Don't know if I'm really a big fan of the mods. Um, so far, I haven't really done anything that like really like alters the game too much. There's like different hairstyles and stuff like that, but you don't really see like the V character. So like I don't know, kind of doesn't really work well for me. But
Right.
the way it runs on the Switch 2 is amazing. Um, Granted, you're not going to get the same fidelity like you're going to get on a high-end PC,
Ray tracing.
PS5, Series X, but playing this game in handheld mode on the Switch 2
Oh,
is a really, really good experience. So, a couple weeks ago, my wife and I flew down to Florida, and this was what I was playing on the plane.
oh, okay.
And it was great, runs great. Um, Cyberpunk will always be great. I know, like, it's very divisive. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I'm in the camp that I think it's incredible. My fifth playthrough right now, like I'm going through, I'm playing as a stealth net runner, So I'm kind of sneaking around and just doing like all of like the hacks
The
and cyber
hacks.
attacks. I'm also playing on the hardest difficulty,
Oh
and
wow.
it is very difficult. But always a good time playing this game. The Phantom Liberty DLC. If anybody has played Cyberpunk but hasn't played the Phantom Liberty DLC, I highly recommend checking it out.
Hmm.
Probably one of the best DLC packs there is ever.
High
Um,
praise.
Super super great. Lots of content, great story. Idris Elba like
I
kills his
saw him.
character. Really really good, man. I don't have enough good things to say about this game.
I This is one of those games, and we've talked about it on the show before. That is in this very small pile of games that I want to love but can't for some reason, and I
Mhm.
can't figure out what it is. When I first played it, I was so impressed by the production values and just the way it sucks you into the story because there's no cutscenes. It's all from your perspective, right? It's all animated right in front of you. There's no moment where like the widescreen boxes come down and makes you feel like you're watching a cutscene. It's like you were there. You can look around the whole time. It's incredible. Um, but for whatever reason, it was the moment to moment gameplay that just I don't know why I couldn't get into it. It's just so frustrating for me because I look at this game and I go, this is my kind of game. I want to
Yeah.
love this game. Um, but yeah, it's in that pile with The Witcher 3 and Starfield. I want to love those games, but I just can't for some reason, and it drives me crazy.
So The Witcher 3, I like The Witcher 3. I don't love The Witcher 3. It's plays a little janky, controls a little
It
janky.
is, yeah.
And I understand like it's not for everybody. The gunplay in Cyberpunk is top notch. I will put this gunplay head to head with any game that anybody says has the best gunplay. The same thing with like your sword play. So you could do. They have katanas. Um, what are the one of the DLC? No, I don't think it's like DLC. I think it's just like a bonus. Like if you played The Witcher 3, or I think like if you
Oh,
have
okay,
like a CDPR account, you could get some Witcher inspired gear.
that's cool.
And one of them is Geralt's sword.
Oh,
You could actually use that in game, and just like the way like you play, it's just phenomenal, man. Like sword play, you could run up to somebody and just slice off arms, limb. It's
I did not
it,
know it was that visceral with the melee
yeah,
combat because
it
normally you
is
see like
so
the guns and the hacking and stuff, right?
yeah, no, and then you also have like knives, and you could use them as throwing knives.
Mm,
So one of like the best things ever, man, is just like sneaking into like a place where there's like the gang goons or like like the enemies that you
right.
fight, and just like smashing somebody with that knife, that throwing knife. You just boom. Uh yeah, or switching to your pistol, man, and just like the way so especially like on the PS5, man, with the haptics,
Oh yeah.
man, they do a really good job with that. But getting headshots, man, everything just like feels like really visceral and very like, man,
Hmm.
I just blew this guy's head off.
Yeah.
Man, I just cut this guy's arms off. Uh, yeah, it's
I'm telling you, man,
I
it's one of the biggest frustrations I have as a gamer when I want to like it and I just
yeah.
can't, and I don't know why. I just
So I do know, like a lot of people have a hard time getting like pretty much like the prologue of the game,
mm,
and like the beginning of the game is pretty long. So like your prologue, you're
yeah,
depending on if you're doing any side missions or anything. If you do the main story, you're looking at probably like an hour and a half before like things like before credits roll and you see that Cyberpunk 2077 and the game really starts. But if you have the Phantom Liberty DLC, you can choose to start immediately at the Phantom Liberty DLC, so
oh
you can
interesting.
bypass a lot of that whole first act. Um, I don't recommend anybody doing that because there's a lot of story
Oh
that
yeah,
you're missing.
character
There's a lot of
development.
interaction. Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff that you're missing out on. But that I think that could help somebody like get
Get over
more
that
into the
hump.
because now like it's like okay, like I don't have to worry about all that stuff now. As soon as I'm starting, it's the meat and potatoes, and
Right.
you get your stats. You could reallocate them however you want. So
The furthest I got was, I think, the end of the prologue. I remember being in like a high-rise building with the I don't remember what his name was. Guy with a ponytail. I can't remember. Big guy with a ponytail.
Jackie.
Jackie, yeah, with Jackie, and like seeing like some sort of like corporate backstabbing going on, and then you have to get out of the building. And I remember getting out of the building, and someone dies, and
Yeah.
then I kind of got like let out in the open world, and I kind of just didn't know. I didn't feel like I had like a direction at that point. And I kind of just wandered around and was like, what can I do? And I did a couple of side quests, and I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's so frustrating. That's about as far as I got though.
Yeah, there's a lot of quests that a lot of moral decisions. Like, hey, like, do I let this person go? Do I kill this person? Do like I rob this person? Do I not? So it's
Hmm.
I really enjoy games like that because it kind of shapes your like this one specifically, it doesn't really affect like your in game, but it just like makes you feel bad. Like if you
Right.
like you're a scumbag and you're like, ah, all right, I'm just gonna go around and kill everybody. Then you're just like, ah, all right. And then like when you get to the end, maybe you feel like you deserve what happens, or maybe you
Mm.
don't. So multiple endings. One of those games like multiple endings. Create a save like towards the end of the game. That way you can see all three of them.
It's a good point.
Um,
Yeah.
the Phantom Liberty DLC added a fourth ending. In my opinion, I think that's the best one. But yeah,
Yeah. I wish I could tweak whatever it is in my brain that makes me stop playing that game, but same thing with Witcher 3, because I got pretty far in Witcher 3. I want to say I got like 20 hours into it, and
yeah,
it just became so overwhelming, the size of that game. I think I just needed to move on.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, glad you enjoyed it. A lot of people did, and it sounds like they're potentially working on Cyberpunk 2 already. So, or
yeah, yeah.
2078, whatever.
2078. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right, and then the next game was a remake.
Yes, sir. That's Resident Evil 2 remake. So this is another replay that I'm going through, and I was trying to play through the Resident Evil series before Resident Evil 9 came out. That's not going to happen, but
Hmm.
I am now in like my timeline. I'm on Resident Evil 2. So I'm actually the next game that you're probably going to show off as well,
Hmm.
is another iteration of Resident Evil 2.
Hmm.
Um, and it's kind of cool playing the original Resident Evil 2 and then playing the Resident Evil 2 remake
Hmm.
because both games are excellent, um, but they're also very different.
Yeah.
So this is one, if somebody has not played, highly recommend it. Super creepy, scary, definitely a lot of tense moments, especially when you get Mr. X chasing you around.
Yeah.
The original Resident Evil 2 does not have that until the second scenario.
Mm.
And even then, when like the times where he comes after you is not nearly as many as they have here in the remake. Um, but yeah,
What's with the outfit that he's wearing? That's not what he looks like in that's what he looks like in the game normally, right?
yeah, yeah, that's one of the extra outfits you can unlock, or I think you can
Oh,
pay. Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Because I was like, who is
Um,
this guy? I don't remember him.
yeah, he's got like the suave, like I think that's like the Nor costume, and then like
Oh, okay.
Claire has her
Oh
version too.
yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
there it is right there. Yeah,
Good timing.
and then,
Thanks, B-roll.
if if I'm not mistaken, like they have like a black and white filter you could put on there also,
Hmm.
so you're kind of like playing this like like
Old school
1950s
zombies
like
movie.
zombie movie type, so yeah,
That's cool.
really really good game. Not super long either.
Hmm.
Like a great length, so
Lots of
highly
secrets though.
recommend. Lots of secrets, man.
Yep.
Lots of secrets, lots of stuff to explore, and it's to me, it's one of those games that's like the perfect length because like
Yeah.
there's not stuff added in there to drag it out. It's almost like there's like no wasted movement in the game at all. Like everything has a purpose for it there. There's not too many areas that they just have for the sake of having to find like a note or something. Like all of those rooms have some type of item that you could end up using or combining with ammo or a gun to like upgrade your weapon.
It's also cool that you can play it twice, and sort of the layout doesn't change, but the way that you move through the building does, because it's
Yep.
two different perspectives, because they're moving through the building at two different times. Kind of, they're like slightly
Yeah.
offset, basically.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the true ending as well, which I never did. I should go back and play that
Oh
game
man,
again.
yeah, that's it's worth it. So you could start off like a Claire scenario one, and then a Leon scenario two, and then you could play again and do a Leon scenario one and a Claire scenario two.
Mm,
So I
kind of go back and
I
forth.
yeah, and the thing is like I don't remember. I don't remember if like the different scenarios between the different characters change. Meaning, so like if you play scenario two with Leon and you play scenario two with Claire, like a lot of the items and a lot of the stuff is going to be the same.
Mm,
Not it's not going to be like super different, but you
gotcha.
know,
Yeah, I
it's still
think I
fun to do.
played with Leon when I originally played the game, and I never went back and played with Claire. I think I started it, and I was like, "Oh, they changed like what doors are locked and like what direction you go first and all that kind of stuff." And I was like, "That's pretty cool. I got to come back and do this." And then I just
Yeah,
never did, because there's always something else to play.
yeah.
But yeah, what a great game! Absolutely fantastic game. I didn't play the original though. I think I've got B-roll of the original here. Yeah, there we go. I never played the original.
Yeah, love the original. This was a game for its time. I think if somebody went back and played it now, they might not have a good time with it because it does have the tank controls.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like these survival horror games had these tank controls because it added to the suspense of the game. So it was a lot of the controls for modern games are like real fluid. Back then, when you were doing this, it was intentional to make sure like you would stop and like
Mm-hmm.
have to turn around and all this other stuff because so it's like and to kind of backtrack a little bit talking about Silent Hill, a lot of those games have that because like they want to amp up that animosity for you.
Right.
So in the Resident Evil 2 remake, it's relatively easy to kind of like zip around the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
In the original Resident Evil games, it's not really that easy
Right.
because like you essentially have to hold a button, press forward, and then if you want to move left or right, you have to reposition your controller, your button of the
Mm.
controller, yeah, reposition yourself. So there's times where you have no ammo and you have a knife and you're not going to kill like the four zombies that are in front of
No,
you, so you got to zigzag. So it's yeah, it gets pretty sweaty at times, but the original for its time, it was excellent. I still like it because I have that nostalgia in my heart for it.
for sure.
So I this is one of those games that I do go back and play pretty often.
I did play Resident Evil Zero and the remake of the first one on GameCube, but I didn't play the PlayStation One originals because I didn't have a PlayStation One very long. I've told this story many times before on the show, but I had an N64, and then I got bored with the N64, so we traded my N64 for a PlayStation One. And then I got bored with the PlayStation 1 and traded back to the N64. So there's this like big gap on the PlayStation 1 that I never played the originals on. And it's hard to go back to them, especially these days, if you don't have the nostalgia for them. It's like playing some of those games is pretty rough.
Yeah,
Whereas with the
yeah,
N64, I can go back and play those games because I grew up with them. So I, rose-colored glasses and all that, right?
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, classics, absolutely. I never owned a Dreamcast though, so I didn't play the Dreamcast version of this game. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. So the Dreamcast, you got a few extras in there. So on the PlayStation One, Resident Evil 2, there's two versions that came out. You had the original version, and then they had a DualShock version. With the
Mm.
DualShock version on the PlayStation One, they introduced a rookie mode, and they essentially start you off with a submachine gun with infinite ammo. When you
What?
so yeah, like you could tear through the game like with no problem.
Wow.
Um, but you when you make it to the police station, when you get to your first box, then in the box you have a rocket launcher in there with infinite ammo, and then a Gatling gun with infinite ammo. But that is only on the dual shock version.
Gotcha.
So if you play the original version, you're not going to get those.
That's funny. That's funny. Awesome. Good shit. Good shit. Well, we're going to move on to the news because there's a bunch of news to get into. So let's proceed
Let's do it.
with caution. And as always, we start off with the sad news every week to get that out of the way. And unfortunately, this week there's quite a bit of it. Starting with, if I bring my news up here, Shitaro Ida, I believe is how you say his name. Apologies if it's wrong.
I believe it is.
I think that's it. The father of Castlevania, basically, has passed away at the age of 52 after a year and a half battle with pancreatic cancer. The news was announced by his family via statement on Ida's official X account on February 15th. Longtime colleague Koji Igarashi has vowed to finish the designer and director's upcoming Metroidvania Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement, which is what we're seeing here in the B-roll, which is the sequel to 2019's Castlevania-infused Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which we've talked about many times on this show because it is a gem. So is the retro-inspired one, which I don't ever remember what that one was called because I liked that one more.
Yeah, I've got that one on the Switch, actually.
It's so good. Love that one. Andrew's a big fan of the
Curse of the Moon.
Curse of the Moon. That was the one. I love that one. Yeah, Ritual of the Night is the one that Andrew really likes. But great games, and so Shitaro Ida worked at Konami from 1996 to 2015, mainly as a programmer. His biggest contribution was to the Castlevania series, starting with Castlevania Aria of Sorrow and PS2 Castlevania Lament of Innocence. He played a key role in bringing the Gothic action games into the 6th and 7th console generations, even directing Castlevania Harmony of Despair on Xbox 360 and PS3. Was that the multiplayer one? Harmony of Despair?
Yep.
Yeah, that was... I played that one. That was interesting. An interesting idea. I feel like it would probably be more of a hit today than it was back then.
I have that one downloaded. I haven't played it, though.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did it ever come to PC? Do we know?
I think so. You know what? I think I might have just bought it, too, because I know on Steam they just had a Konami sale.
Oh, okay.
And I did pick up Castlevania Lords of Shadow 1 and 2, and I do believe that was one of the ones that was on there.
I'll have to check that out, because, I never played that one either. He was also a lead programmer on Metal Gear Solid 5, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So, rest in peace to Shitaro Ida, and thank you for your contributions to the games industry. Did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, man. I think in honor of Mr. Ida, I think everyone should try to maybe download a ROM of a Castlevania LOI, or if you have the actual disc PlayStation 2, give that a play. That's actually one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, in my opinion. One of the more underrated Castlevania titles. Really, really good. Another one, Aria of Sorrow on the Game Boy Advance. Another overlooked game, in my opinion. So, I mean, hey, what better way to honor the guy than play something he did, right?
Play something he did, exactly. And hey, play the Bloodstained games. You worked on those too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to, unfortunately, another individual who's passed away. Largely known as the Farther. Oh man, I'm already slipping up. That normally happens much later in the show.
Yeah.
The father of Sega hardware, Hideki Sato, I believe I say his name. I'm really bad with names in general. Could be Sato. But he passed away on February 13th. Joining Sega in 1971, he worked on the design of all Sega consoles, including the Saturn and the Dreamcast. The news was broken by Japanese gaming magazine Beat 21 over the weekend on its X account in both Japanese and English. He was 75 years old. I mean, Sega.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can you say? The man's a legend. Yeah,
iconic, man. Lots of good stuff.
Seeing some Dreamcast games here from the Dreamcast collection. Yeah, man. I was never a huge Sega hardware person back in the day. I do have behind me somewhere on the shelf, I think it's underneath the WWE Championship back there, is the Genesis. Never owned a Dreamcast. My buddy owned a Dreamcast, so I would typically end up playing the Dreamcast stuff over at his house. We played like Power Stone and Phantasy Star Online and Seaman. Remember that one?
Yeah. Man and nothing else. Yeah,
that was quite the game.
yeah.
And then of course, obviously, stuff we're seeing on screen here, like Sonic Adventure and Crazy Taxi.
That was really good game. Yeah, that was Dreamcast, excellent console, man. I actually just recently got an S video cable for it, so I could hook it up to my CRT.
Nice.
Because I typically I have all my consoles hooked up, so I have typically my Dreamcast. I have it hooked up with a VGA cable to the RetroTink 4K. So I typically play like on the OLED, but I was like, you know what, man? Like I kind of want to hook this up to the CRT, and S video, Sega Dreamcast, excellent, man. So
yeah, Dreamcast was amazing. The controller, not so much, but
not so much.
But the console was great.
Yeah, they do have some third-party options that corrected what the problem was with the Dreamcast, and those work really well. But you know, if you are a purist, then obviously yes, you will use the original controller with its funky cord underneath.
Yeah, what a decision that was. Yeah, absolutely. And it's big VMUs.
Yeah. That was oh man,
it was a decision. But yes, rest in peace, Hideki Sato, I believe is how I pronounce it. Thank you for your contributions to the games industry. This one is gaming. It's gaming adjacent. It's nerd culture adjacent. You know, we can't not talk about it. Legendary film and TV star Robert Duvall passed away at the age of 95. The actor's wife, Luciana Duvall, confirmed the news with a post on his official Facebook account, saying he passed away peacefully at his home, surrounded by love and comfort on February 15th. Obviously, Robert Duvall, massive TV star, massive movie star. He was in the 1962 film To Kill a Mockingbird. He was in The Twilight Zone, The Untouchables, Outer Limits, MASH, Godfather, The Fugitive.
Yeah, I mean,
it just goes on.
Laundry list, man. Laundry list of films. Great actor. Really sad to hear about his passing.
Yeah, and he was he whenever I saw him in, like, every so often he would be in like a comedy, and I'd be like, he seems like a grandpa. You know what I mean? Like just a grandpa, just a tuddy, like a cuddly teddy bear kind of guy. But then you see him in other movies like The Godfather, and you're like, he's got multiple sides to him. But yeah, thank you to Robert Duvall. Rest in peace, and thank you for your contributions. Much appreciated. All right, now let's get into the biggest news of the week, and probably one of the most infuriating news in recent memory. And that is that Sony, for some reason that it seems unknown to all of us, has decided to close and shut down Bluepoint Games, the studio behind the remakes of Shadow of the Colossus, Demon Souls, Gravity Rush, and many others. This news comes from Bloomberg, Jason Schreier, which confirmed the news with PlayStation. Roughly 70 employees are going to be impacted by the closure when it occurs next month. Of course, they had a statement, which is full of bullshit. Quote, Bluepoint Games is an incredibly talented team, and their technical expertise has delivered exceptional experiences for the PlayStation community. We thank them for their passion, creativity, and craftsmanship. Then why are you getting rid of them?
Yeah.
According to a previous report by Bloomberg, Bluepoint was working on a live service God of War game up until January of 2025 when the project was canceled. The studio then spent last year pitching new projects, but was ultimately shuttered before it could get one moving. I can't imagine a good reason to shut down this studio at all.
No. I was very disappointed, as I'm sure many were, especially like on social media. I just it, to me, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
I love Demon Souls on the PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal game.
Mm-hmm.
They did an excellent job with the PS5
Amazing
version.
job. Yeah.
Like, so good. So good. I'll be completely honest, man. I don't feel like any of their games were misses. I think
No.
everything they did was like really good. Like that Eco Shadow of the Colossus collection they did on the PS3,
Hmm.
fantastic. Gravity Rush, they
Yep.
ported that over from the Vita, and on the Vita, man, it was real gimmicky, because everything was like touch screen and like
Hmm.
you had to like touch the back and do all that other stuff. Man, they took on that project, they put it on the PS4. Excellent job,
Yeah.
man.
Great games.
Uh, yeah, and I just I don't understand because it's like the thing is that there's so many games that they could have worked on other than like a live service God of War game. Like who in their right mind is like, hey, you know what would be good?
Yeah.
Like how about like a live service God of War game with like filled with microtransactions? Nah, man.
It's a
Like,
joke.
so the I think what it was going to be similar to the multiplayer that was in God of War Ascension,
Yeah.
and it that multi like I love God of War, man. Don't get me wrong, but like
Hmm.
that multiplayer just wasn't great. It's
It was
just
fine.
like you're like in an arena and stuff like that, but like I couldn't imagine like
A full
any
game.
more. Like, yeah,
No.
like, and then like, what are you gonna have microtransactions for? Hey, like, here's like a loot box or, no, man. So many games that they could have worked on and brought up to the current gen, and nothing.
Nothing.
So, from what I read, they were pitching ideas to SIE, and they were like, "Nah, we're good. Nah, we're good. Nah, we're good." So if this is the future of SIE, they're looking for live service games, like that's what they want to do. Um, I can't be like a
A
PlayStation.
fan.
I can't be a Sony PlayStation fan, man.
I
I,
know.
I
I'm
just
the
can't.
same thing. I feel exactly the same way. Um. Yeah, I think that's the biggest question mark is okay, you assigned them God of War live service and it didn't work. Cool. You gave them like let's see, January 2025. You gave them a year to come up with something and they pitched you multiple things and you said no to all of them. Did you pitch anything to Bluepoint? How
Yeah,
like like what I like my hope is that someone starts to talk and and tells us what the hell happened there because it doesn't make any sense that a studio with the pedigree that this studio has, not only that, but they just bought them. Like, why would you
yeah,
buy them and then give them a year and shut down? Like, I feel like we're missing something. We're missing a piece of the puzzle here because it doesn't make any sense. You have they have a company, a studio called Haven that hasn't even released a game yet. They announced Fair Games however many years ago. We haven't seen it yet still. But yet you close Bluepoint, who has a pedigree of great remakes and collections. I just don't
yeah.
understand
Like,
why.
I don't know. Yeah, like I cannot even like think of a rational explanation. Um, and it sucks, man. It really does because so I know like the biggest one that a lot of people like right away that want to point the finger at is Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um, like my opinion, there's no reason why Bloodborne should not be on the PlayStation 5 already.
Agreed.
Or at least have some sort of patch to get it up to 60
Yeah.
frames, like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, Bluepoint could have done a good job with that." I think they would have done a phenomenal job with that
Oh yeah.
because look at Demon Souls, man. Um,
I think
it
there
is just
was we've talked about this on the show before. I think there was something that who was it? It was it was an executive from PlayStation. Who was it? Shuhei Yoshida. That's who it was. I was searching for the name. Shuhei Yoshida. I think he said something in an interview about why they didn't do a remake of that. And he said something along the lines of they needed the permission of, is it Bandai Namco? Who owns Bloodborne? I mean, Sony owns Bloodborne, but somebody else
I think it's from Soft, from
is it.
software.
Oh yeah. You're right. I don't know why I didn't think of that. There's some sort of like legality there, or there's something there where they didn't want to do it, but Sony didn't want to give it to anyone else, so it was just like sitting in limbo basically. But you're right. Of all the companies that could do it, Bluepoint sounds like a perfect company to do it. Unless Bluepoint didn't want to, maybe they were like, we don't want to do remakes anymore. Can we make our own shit? And Sony was just like, we're not taking those kind of risks right now. Which I somewhat understand, not wanting to give a new IP right now, but at the same time, something's better than nothing with these guys. These guys are talented, like clearly. I mean, look what we're looking at. This game's gorgeous. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. And it's like literally everything they did. And then so I think didn't they do like they did the Shadow of the Colossus remake also, right?
Yep.
Came out on PS4. Like, bro, that game is like so good. And so I'm a big fan of Shadow of the Colossus on the PlayStation 2.
Me too.
That collection came out on the PS3, did a really good job of it. And then like the PS4 version, like the remake of it, it's like, in my opinion, there's not one better than the other. Like they're all like
they're all amazing
right there. It's like that perfect slice of like pizza with like the perfect amount of like toppings and crust and sauce and everything on there. Like every single bite is just like really good. That's how I felt about that stuff, man. And now like the studio is gone, and
they're just gone. It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like okay, cool. Like now what? So, I know you and I were talking a little bit because I think there was a few games that we would have liked to have seen them redo. And there's a plethora, man. Like we could do an entire like 5-hour show just talking about games they could have done. One of the first ones that comes to my mind though was we spoke about this earlier, man, is that 3D Dot Game Heroes.
Oh yeah.
If they could have gotten some kind of licensing to do that, like imagine that coming to current gen. Like so good.
I would have loved I would have loved to have seen an Infamous remake from them.
Yeah, Infamous. Yeah, bring Infamous 1 and 2. Like,
with modern visuals and everything. Like those games were amazing, at the time, but they're kind of stuck on that generation, right? PS3 generation. It's kind of
PS3, man.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because those games are excellent. They really, really are
amazing.
Another game that got a bit of flack was PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I know it was like the Smash Brothers like clone. Game is really good though, man.
It's different than Smash Brothers for sure. People kind of wrote it off wrongly.
And like give it a chance, man. Really good. And I think they could have redone that, brought it back, added a few new characters and stuff, man. Like that would have been good. Twisted Metal Black. Like,
oh yeah, any of the Twisted Metal games, could have done a new one.
Yeah, Resistance: Fall of Man.
Oh, Resistance, man. Oh, don't talk to me about that. That makes me sad.
Dude, like, oh man, yeah, there's so many. Like, there's really so many games.
Or hell, there's a certain remake that they're making now that they could have given them instead of making Santa Monica do it. The God of War trilogy, just give them that so that Santa Monica can work on whatever the heck they want to work on. They've earned the right to not make God of War games anymore,
Yeah.
But just baffling. I really so there's two possible outcomes here that I think would work in their favor. Number one, it says in the article that they're shutting down next month, which confuses me a little bit because it's like if they're shutting down, then what are they doing right now? You know what I'm saying? What are they working on? Like nothing. So they're
packing up their desks.
You got a month to pack up. Like what are they doing? So it is possible that with all the backlash that they're seeing, maybe they change their mind and be like, maybe we made a mistake here because we've seen that before. With what was it, that Tokyo studio that Xbox closed? Shoot.
Oh man, I can't think of the name of it right now.
The Hi-Fi Rush studio, and then someone else bought them instead of Xbox closing them. They could sell them off to somebody. I as long as they get to stay together, that's kind of the point. And quite frankly, they might end up staying together and just forming their own studio anyway. If they're because I mean, like, it's really hard to get work right now in the industry because there's 20,000 people who've been laid off in the last 2 years. So they might just form their own studio and start working their way back up from where they were.
Yeah.
I hope the best for whatever the outcome is, because it's just insane. It's just insane.
Yeah, definitely a huge hit, man. Huge hit to the gaming industry.
Massive. And it's not the only one that took a hit this week. Get your bingo cards out, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to talk about Ubisoft. Ubisoft has said that its long-awaited Splinter Cell remake remains in development at Ubisoft Toronto despite losing 40 jobs. The company has now announced, as part of the ongoing push to cut costs that has seen thousands of employees at Ubisoft depart over the last few years. In a statement sent to IGN, Ubisoft said that work on Splinter Cell was unaffected by the redundancies. The company announced plans to remake the original Splinter Cell using the Division's Snowdrop engine back in 2021, but little has been heard of it since. So Ubisoft Toronto, I don't know what their last game was. I think it's been a while, though. I think their last game was Splinter Cell Blacklist, which was
360. Those 360 PS3.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. So
this game's not coming out, man.
I know. I'm in the same boat. I'm just like, I don't know what they're doing over there. I really don't. I hope that what they're doing with all this restructuring and everything is going to bring them back to a state where anyone has confidence in them. But like right now,
yeah,
zero.
And I feel like Splinter Cell, like the Splinter Cell franchise specifically, I feel like it's more niche than like mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
So even if let's just say something happens and like next week they're like, hey, this game's releasing at the end of March. I don't think there's going to be hype for it, because
it's not going to be a $1 trillion seller by any means. No,
because I feel like a lot of people have moved on from it, especially considering, like you just said, the last Splinter Cell game was Blacklist that came out like PS3 360 era.
Yeah.
Like we did PS4, Xbox One, Xbox One X, nothing. And now all of a sudden, oh, hey, here's this game that here's this franchise from, like way back when. I mean, I'll probably check it out because like I liked the original Splinter Cell games, but
it's not going to set the world on fire.
No, yeah. And that's like, so I really don't think that this game is going to release, man. I don't.
Makes me sad. I love that franchise, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
Conviction is one of my favorite games of all time. It's so good.
Yeah. That is a good one, man. I like just like the original like OG one, man, on the original Xbox.
Heck yeah.
Because it was like, to me, it was like so ahead of its time. You know what I mean? Like you were sitting here playing, like doing like all the stealth stuff, like, going behind people, breaking necks, doing all this other stuff.
Shooting out the lights, climbing on pipes.
Yeah, man. It was like, man, this is so cool. Yeah. But now I kind of just feel like that kind of game style, or that kind of gameplay is just like, I don't want to say it's outdated, but I just feel like there's so many other games that are like that you could play. So like Metal Gear Solid, for instance, that's a stealth game. You could play completely stealth. You could go in guns blazing. One game that I just played recently that I ended up really not liking was Spider-Man 2. Another game, like super fluid movements, like all this stuff. And I think there's just like a lot of games that have like this similar style. And
they do more.
Yeah, like if the game does come out, they're going to have to do a lot to make it stand out.
That's good points. Yeah, I didn't think about that actually, because stealth games are kind of rare right now that are just stealth games, So it's a good point.
Well, we do have a new Styx game coming out.
We do.
So that one is going to be like 100% stealth.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
we'll see. We'll see.
Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe. I don't know.
I can't. Like I said, I can't keep them crossed any longer. They've been crossed for like a decade.
Yeah.
My circulation's gone.
And like I said, like this will not be a day one buy for me. This will be one of those like Black Friday specials.
Yeah.
To then check it out.
Yeah. All right. This news just broke before the show, recording today. Microsoft gaming CEO Phil Spencer, who has been at Microsoft since he joined as an intern in 1988 and with Xbox since the software giant launched its first console in 2001, is retiring. Sources familiar with the matter who are not authorized to speak publicly confirmed to IGN he's retiring today as of this publishing. Holy crap, that's pretty damn quick. Meanwhile, Xbox president Sarah Bond, long thought many, both inside and outside by Microsoft, to be Spencer's heir, has resigned. Whoa! The new CEO on Microsoft Gaming will be Asha Sharma, currently the president of Microsoft's Core AI product. Yay! And then finally, Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty is being promoted to CCO. Booty! And will closely work with Sharma. This is a shakeup of epic proportions. I don't even think people are like quite realizing how big a deal this is. This is a complete.
It is not set in yet.
Yeah, this is a shift. This is an epic shift. This is either going to kill Microsoft's gaming division or it's going to fix it. But I have no idea how they're going to fix it. I don't know, man.
So this dude Phil Spencer, right?
This dude
been with Xbox, like he's been essentially like the face and voice of Xbox since the original Xbox launched back in what, 01? So remember back when we used to have like the E3 presentations, everything was he was the guy on stage. He was the hype guy, man. Boom, 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 boom. Saw that. Years later, hey, I'm retiring in an hour.
Right?
Something happened.
Something happened. He's being pushed out.
Like he got pushed out. We got the president, who everyone thought was, hey, she's next in line. Nah, like she's good too.
She's resigning. She's just done. Yeah.
She's like, I quit.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I think
man.
The people at the top of Microsoft were like, you're done. We're done doing what you want to do. We're going to do what we want to do. And that scares me because I don't know what these new people are going to be like. Are they going to come in and just be like, all right, Game Pass is closed. We're selling off all our studios. We're out of the games industry. We're done. This is a waste of our time now. Like that could literally happen in like a week.
It could. I don't think they're going to get out of the games industry though. I do kind of feel like maybe we may shift focus from like machines, consoles, maybe more like PC type. I don't really know, man. And it's kind of sad because I know that there's a lot of politics in gaming, right? Like, oh, I'm a Nintendo guy. I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm an Xbox guy. Listen, man, I enjoy video games, whether it's on Xbox, whether it's on PlayStation. I don't let that bullshit cloud my vision or my judgment when it comes to that stuff. But
100%.
I do enjoy Xbox products the same way I enjoy Nintendo products, the same way I enjoy Sony PlayStation products. This is kind of a big deal because like we could potentially have the last Xbox console being the Series X.
It's possible.
Supposedly there's like a new Xbox coming out, but what's to even say that it's even called an Xbox anymore? Right. What if it's just called like the Microsoft gimmick, like whatever,
the Microsoft gaming platform? Yeah.
So it's kind of a big deal. Like this is very fresh. Like it's literally like hours old news.
Yeah.
But something happened, and I hope whatever happens, it's for the betterment of Xbox, because like over the past couple of years, it has taken a huge hit. And we'll just have to wait and see, man. But kind of crazy, you know. Here you go. Like this guy has been, you know, what, 25 years in front of, you know, the face of the Xbox brand, and then just like, hey, I'm gonna resign, effective at like 4 p.m. today.
Yeah, it's a little sudden. It's a little sudden. You know, most people when they announce they're retiring, it's like I'll be done at the end of the year, or I'll be done in 6 months. Nope, this guy's like I'm done on Monday. It's like,
yeah,
whoa, okay, all right then. Like major shift. You know how long it takes for us to see the ripple effect of this change. I'm not really sure. But you're right. We did hear about the next Xbox potentially being a hybrid PC console system that has access to the Xbox Store, the Steam Store, good old games, Epic Games, etc., so on and so forth. Will that happen now? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. We've been trying to figure out what the heck Xbox is doing. Are they going full third party studio? Are they still going to even bother with hardware? I don't know, dude. And I agree with you. I'm the same way. Where you game doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's whatever your preference is. I have everything. I have every console except for Switch 2 because I refuse to pay fucking $700 for that thing right now. I just can't do it. And then the games up here are like $100 each. I'm like, no, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
$100 for Mario Tennis.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Nintendo. Quite frankly, ridiculous. So, but you know, overall, I still support every game studio. Still want them to do well, and I hope that Xbox is able to turn things around. And maybe this is what it needs. I don't know. We'll see. So thank you to Phil Spencer for the good things that he has done for the gaming industry. And we'll see what Sarah Bond does. She didn't retire.
Yeah,
she resigned.
Yeah, she just resigned. Yeah, maybe they get hired by Sony. Now Phil Spencer becomes the so I remember back I think it was like what was it, like 2007, maybe like 2010. I cannot remember the guy's name, man, but he was
the bald guy.
He was kind of like the Sony mascot for a while there.
Oh, yeah, the comedian. Mm-hmm.
The comedian guy, and then all of a sudden, like he left, like he wasn't doing PlayStation commercials anymore, and then all of a sudden he showed up for like Microsoft. Yeah, and he was doing like Xbox commercials now.
Yep. You never know,
man. This might be something like that. Maybe it's like like we're getting rid of Bluepoint Studios, or bringing in Phil Spencer, and he's going to start his own studio, or
there was that one Sony guy who left Sony for Atari. I can't remember what his name was, but he was a big staple. Not a good one though. He was Phil Harrison. I think it was Phil Harrison.
I think it was Phil Harrison. Yeah.
He went to Atari. But anyway, let's move on. Just a few smaller ones here left. This one is also infuriating to me. Nintendo has announced that Pokemon Red and Green, the remakes of Red and Blue from the original Game Boy, which were made for the Game Boy Advance, are being re-released, but not on Nintendo Online. They're being released as a $20 purchase each on the eShop.
Oh,
what? Huh? Their excuse is that they're celebrating Nintendo's 35th anniversary or something like that, by releasing them as separate releases, and I'm like, you're full of fucking shit. You just want more money.
Yes, that's
load.
Listen, man, you could get you freaking download an emulator on your PC, or
right?
Like on your phone at this point, man. Get your ROM, and
you're not getting my $20 for a GBA game. Go fuck yourselves, guys. I'm sorry. Now Nintendo's getting greedy, man. I don't like it.
Yes, and this is where people need to start voting with their wallets.
Yeah,
man.
Don't buy it.
Like I've been saying this for years and years and years, man. Like, don't pay for shit. Like, I mean, like, don't steal it either.
No.
You know what I mean? But like, don't like, oh my god, Pokemon Fire Red version. I need to get this. No, Like,
Don't.
let them get piss poor fucking sales so that they go, oh, maybe this wasn't a great idea. Let's put this on sale, slash it in half, or do whatever. But the problem is like everybody has FOMO now, right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna see your favorite streamer that's gonna be playing Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch, and now all of a sudden, oh my god, like I need to go get this because like I need to go voice my opinion on Twitter or Blue Sky or like whatever else.
And you know what?
No,
And you know
man.
what the other problem is? Is that because it's Pokemon and because it's geared at children, children will see it, ask for it from their parents, and the parents will go, "Oh, it's only $20. Of course, I'll
Yeah,
get you that," and not knowing that it's a game from like 20 years ago that should be included in the subscription service that they probably also already pay for. It's like,
it is ridiculous, man.
and
But
that's
like,
$20
listen,
each.
yeah, so $40 for the set, man.
40 bucks
That's
for the set.
you know. Hmm. So the thing is, and like I understand, like these games, like if you get them from like eBay secondhand, yes, you
Yeah,
were paying a premium. But the thing here, man, is like these are digital
these are
games. These are
digital
old
games.
digital games. They should not be this much. It's like how much effort was put into like porting this over to the Nintendo Switch. Like
Not
probably none.
not enough for 20
Um,
bucks.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, man. But listen, as long as people continue to pay, these prices will continue to be the same.
Just like
Um,
Madden and every other sports game that comes out yearly. It's like vote with your wallets, guys. Vote with your
yeah,
wallets.
man. You know, and it's the same thing, really, honestly, like with like digital media and physical media now, man.
Mm.
A lot of physical media now, like there's nothing on the disc; it's just a license. Um, so like if you buy the digital game, it's essentially is like the same as having like the physical copy of it.
Yep.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, but like the digital storefront, they could just like turn off a button and then you don't have that game. Listen, they could do the same thing with that disc. They
Hmm.
they could release a patch and you can put your disc in there and it's like, oh,
And don't
can't
discs have
validate.
a half life anyway? Don't they start to degrade after a certain amount of years? Like, aren't we
Yeah,
start?
yeah.
I can't remember. I watched a
So
report about like music CDs from like 30 years ago that are suddenly starting to fall apart, and they're just
yeah,
gone.
absolutely, man. So I have a copy of Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube, and I take really really good care of my games.
Mhm.
I have a pretty extensive collection. I take really good care of my games, and
Me
it
too.
started in this garage. And like you could see, like the top cover of it, it's just like cracking.
Cracking.
It looks like the desert sand. It looks like the ground in the desert. It's just like all cracked and stuff.
Yep.
Um, the game plays, but it freezes.
Mm.
You get to a certain point, and then you just can't use it anymore. I do know Blu-ray media and Blu-rays in general have like they're made with better material and they have a longer lifespan. But
But they're still not
so,
infinite. They still will
yeah,
eventually corrode, and you lost it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, man, like I know I like to display my games. I keep them in their original case, but there's a lot of
Yep.
people who get rid of those, man. Like
Oh.
they use like the CD wallets and stuff, which is
Oh.
just like ugh,
Torture.
that
Torture.
that is insane to me. But
That hurts
whatever.
my
Listen,
soul.
man, I'm not gonna yuck someone's yum, but you know, like you're not thinking about like humidity and like all the other stuff. You're just like, oh, I've got like it's convenient now in this little thing. You get rid of your case, and it's just like, man, like keep that out of the landfill, man. Like
Yeah.
get you a shelf, man. If you don't have
Get
room
you a
abandoned,
shelf.
get
Get you
get,
a shelf. I like that.
get you a shelf, man.
That's a T-shirt if I've ever heard one. Get you a shelf. I like it. Old school legend says, "Get you a shelf." Oh
Get you a
man,
shelf.
I'm gonna remember that one
Uh,
for a while.
Yeah, man, so it's just like I really hope I know this sounds awful, but like I hope this game like does not sell well at
Me
all.
too.
Uh
Yeah. But it
I
will.
really like but yeah, like and that's the thing. Like people are gonna be like, oh yeah, like we're getting it, it's Pokemon. Like I love Pokemon, I'm obsessed with Pokemon.
Oh, I can
Um
play the originals. Yeah.
Sidebar, I'm not a Pokemon fan.
Mm.
I've never gotten into Pokemon. I don't understand Pokemon. I got trolled because I thought the one guy, his name was pronounced Charizard, and it's Charizard.
Charizard.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I mean, uh,
Charizard.
so for me, I'm just kind of like, all right, this ain't my bag, but
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, I'm
not
not
gonna.
gonna play this either. I liked Pokemon when I was a kid. I played red, blue, gold, and silver. But the problem is Pokemon has never evolved. Hilariously, no pun intended.
But I was gonna say, isn't that like the whole the whole point of Pokemon?
Yeah, the gameplay is identical from the way it was back then. It's just they've added 1,000
Define
types
irony.
and yeah, exactly.
God,
All right,
yeah.
screw you, Nintendo. All right, next up, again, just a few small ones here. Highguard, the free-to-play PvP raid shooter that has seemingly failed miserably, has apparently been outed as financially backed by Tencent, which is a little strange, because that was never revealed literally anywhere. This comes from GameFile, which reports that the Chinese gaming mogul was the primary financial backer behind developer Wildlight Entertainment, an arrangement that was not publicly shared by either company. Prior to this report, it was unclear who was funding Wildlight, despite Highguard seemingly being in development for a number of years prior to its announcement at the Game Awards in December. This is strange. I almost find that it should be illegal to not disclose who's like funding the project. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It's like, why would you not want your game attached to your name? Are you saying that your name is scum and that nobody wants to play your shit? Is that what you're saying? Because it's a little, it's weird.
Yeah, that's like hearing this, like that came off a little bizarre to me. I was kind of like,
Yeah.
all right, like,
Why would
I
you
mean, like,
hide that?
yeah, man, it's almost like the side piece, like your mistress or something. Like you don't want,
Yeah.
like an illegitimate child that you don't want somebody to know about, man. No, I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the lack of transparency, like for stuff like that. I'm just like,
Yeah.
like not not a big fan of it because it's not, to me, in my opinion, it's not something that's worth hiding. It's not
No.
like it's not a big deal. So like if something like if there was a big deal, so now like I'm thinking like, okay, so like if something big did happen like behind the scenes or like there's some kind of, like scandal or something like that,
Mhm.
well, like would you be fully transparent and reveal what's going on? Probably
Right.
not, because like
You're not even telling us
like
that you funded the game. Like it's like
yes,
shady.
shady,
Not
definitely.
not that revealing that they helped fund the game would have helped this game any, because it certainly didn't.
Yeah, I mean, like this game was dead on arrival, man, and it's
Yeah.
it's really unfortunate because people really did not give this game a fair shot. And to be completely honest and to completely be fair, I don't feel like people should have gave this game a fair shot because I felt like during the Game Awards, like this reveal was like super hyped, man.
Too
Like Jeff
hyped.
Keighley,
Yeah.
like, oh man, this game, and like people were like,
Every
oh
so often a game comes along, that
yeah,
that
like is
revolutionizes the industry, and then people see this and they go, "This
are
looks
we
like
getting a
every
correction?
other."
Are we getting like and then like you see this and it's like, what the fuck, man? Like
Yeah, this is a
what?
medieval Apex Legends. Okay,
Like
with
as if there's
guns.
not enough, like, like if there's not enough of these fucking games out already. And I'm just like, and the ones that are out are like excellent. So it's just like, like it was kind of corny, man. Like not that I was planning on playing this game anyway. Yeah,
I did
it's
try
not
it.
like and yeah, and that's all you can do, right? Like
Yeah,
you could try it and be like, give it a fair shake. But like this isn't my style of game. So like I
yeah.
already knew I was kind of like, like
I know.
it
I delved into Overwatch and a little bit of Apex Legends and Red Sec and stuff like that. I'm not by any means a hardcore PvPer by any stretch of the imagination, but I gave it a shot and I could see what the faults were. I could see why people were down on it when they played it. That being said, though, definitely there was a lot of harm done because of the trailer, because of the overhype, and because of its spot on um, the Game Awards. It shouldn't have been
yeah.
last. Should not have been last. Divinity should have been last. Period.
I agree 110%, man. Because like Divinity had you hyped
Yep.
because you were like, man, what is this freaking like emblem or like whatever like the tombstone gimmick
Hmm.
thing was? Like nobody knew what it was.
Yep.
That would have been a great ending to the Game Awards.
Yeah,
That would have
and
been
it was a great trailer too. It was like gross and just epic, right? Whereas this one was
yeah.
like, oh great, another
Like,
PvP online shooter.
you
Great.
had like the performers and all the stuff,
Mhm.
but this honestly, truthfully, this could have been like even revealed like during the pre-show because
Yeah,
like during the pre-show they have all those like like indie titles they show off and all this other stuff. I was more impressed with what they showed off on the pre-show than
agreed.
I was when they showed off the damn trailer at the end. I was just like, come
Brutal.
on, man, really? Like,
Yeah.
so and it,
Oh yeah, and
yeah,
then it came
it's
out that Jeff Keighley has some sort of like agreement with Tencent to help fund the Game Awards. So now there's all these like allegations of like he did that because of
oh,
those.
man.
So it's like it's just a mess. It's just a mess,
Yeah.
man.
I kind of almost feel like the Game Awards kind of needs to go away, man. I kind of feel like the setup that they have for it, like they need to do something else because it's just very it's just like one giant commercial.
It is. Yeah.
All of it seems like very forced. Like I know there's a lot of discourse online about like Expedition 33 getting like practically every freaking game award.
Mm.
Um, I I tried playing the game, I couldn't get into it.
Oh, it's a shame.
Um, so like, does it deserve every award? I don't know. I can't speak to that, but it just kind of seemed like it was just like one giant commercial for that game
Mm.
because it was like everything was like, oh, game of the year, soundtrack of the year, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like graphics, this, that, blah 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 blah. Like everything was like Expedition 33, and it was just kind of like, well, like I would imagine that it was a really good game.
Mhm.
Granted, it didn't capture my attention, but I do feel like there had to have been other games that did stuff better than that. Um, and they just gave Expedition 33 the nod by default. But
Yeah.
that's my that's my tin hat theory there.
That's why Andrew
You
doesn't
know?
like awards in general. They're a little
Yeah,
strange.
yeah, and I do think there's a lot of opportunity to be skewed, like financial backing, like all this stuff. Like, hey, let's sponsor the game awards for you, but in return, I need you to,
You got to give us
you
a couple of
know,
words, man.
yeah. And because like the thing is, like, what you have to remember too is like there's people that are going to be influenced by that,
Oh yeah, for
right? You're going
sure.
to see people that are like, oh my god, Expedition 33 won Game of the Year. This is the
I gotta
best
play
game
it
ever.
now. Yeah.
I have to play it. Yeah. And, I would imagine that since the Game Awards, like sales for that game have gone up. But,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Last ones here. Not a whole lot to really say about these ones. Replaced, which is from developer Sad Cat Studios out of Ukraine. Unfortunately, he has delayed its game again. Obviously, super understandable. They are in Ukraine. Lots going on there. So, we get it. But it's not a huge delay this time. It's only a month, so it was supposed to come out on March 12th. It will now be out on April 14th. And there is a demo out on Steam. Highly recommend you play it. I talked about it last week. It is gorgeous and cool and fantastic. Play it. It is it's just so good. Like, look at the animation, man. Oh, it's just
mm,
an amazing game. So play the demo. And then Slay the Spire 2 has been given a early access release date finally. For those of you who played Slay the Spire 1, you know that it's a roguelite card battler, and it is fantastic. Very, very difficult game, but very, very fun. And the sequel's coming out on March 5th in early access. Not far away at all, only about a week or two away. So there's that as well. And then finally, the next wave of Xbox Game Pass games has been revealed, and the what I would consider the flagship of this wave is going to be on screen here in a second. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes out March 3rd on Game Pass Ultimate Premium and PC Game Pass. But also, we're going to get Death Howl on February 19th, which is already out as of this recording. EA Sports College Football 26, already out as of this recording. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, already out as of this recording. TCG, Trading Card Game Card Shop Simulator, February 24th. For Game Pass Ultimate Premium PC Game Pass. Something called Dice A Million on February 25th. I'm not sure what that one is, but it's on PC.
all right.
Towerborn, which is coming straight to Game Pass at release on February 26th. That, I believe, is I think it's like a roguelite brawler, like classic brawler, almost like Castle Crashers, if I recall correctly. February 26th to Game Pass Ultimate Premium PC Game Pass. And finally, Final Fantasy III Pixel Remaster, March 3rd. Game Pass Ultimate Premium PC Game Pass, which joins Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Pixel Remasters. So clearly, each month they're adding another Pixel Remaster so that you can play all of them on Game Pass, which is pretty cool. And that's it for the news, which means it's time for Screenshot Scope. And you haven't played this with us before, so we'll have to.
Yeah, this will be my first go.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to see how you do. So basically, we look at the screenshot. We can, if we have no guess as to what game it is, we can skip and get another screenshot. But you only get a total of 6 screenshots to tell what the game is.
Okay.
If you skip
Hopefully
one,
I don't embarrass myself.
well, we'll see. We do pretty well, Andrew and I, but every so often there's a game where we're like, I have no idea what this game is. And I can tell you already, I'm 95% sure this is Blasphemous. This looks like Blasphemous to me.
Mm.
So I'm actually going to go for it. Blasphemous.
Do it.
Oh, nailed it.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Highly recommend this game. Its Metacritic does not do it justice. This is a Metroidvania with just an amazing art style. Look at that. It's fantastic. You, I think, would actually love this game if you like Metroidvanias, because it's like a Souls-like Metroidvania. It's really good.
I actually I bought over Black Friday. I think it was on the Xbox too. They had a sale on Blasphemous 1 and 2 for like $12.50. So I picked up the pack of them.
Nice.
So
yes, buddy.
My 2-play.
You are in for a treat, my friend. Blasphemous is amazing. I haven't beat Blasphemous 2 yet, but Blasphemous 1 was so good. Really, really good game. All right. Next up.
Oh, man. This could be like 400 games.
Yeah. The screenshots do get easier as you go. So, yeah, I don't have a guess on this one. Oh, wait. This could be Life is Strange, actually.
So, like, is there like a time frame from when this game was on?
So the posting date is right here at the top. So it's before November 27th, 2022. So it could be literally anything from any time.
I gotcha. Okay.
Now they don't cheat. You know, they're not going to pick like Madden 95. You know what I'm saying? they're going to be noteworthy games. But I think Life is Strange is a decent guess. It's got that art style. But you're right. It could be like a million things.
I've only ever played Life is Strange like once, and it was a long time ago, so I can't. I could not agree with you if it was not. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Life is Strange. Oh my god.
Man, no. Good on you, dude.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, man. Sometimes I'm on. Yeah, this game was good. This game is really good.
Really enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you played the one that just came out? What's it called? Double Exposure. It goes back to her story. You should play it.
So I played the first one, and then I have there's another one that I have for Series X, and
probably
it's,
True Colors.
I think it's got guys. I think it's guys instead of girls, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe not. Though.
There's.
I'd have to look at the cover again to let you know.
There's Life is Strange 1, which is this one. Life is Strange 2 was a couple of kids, like boys. And then there was Life is Strange True Colors, which is about a girl again. You might be thinking of Don't Tell Me or Tell Me Why or something like that. That was like that series, but
yeah, no. It's definitely like a Life is Strange.
It's safe as Life is Strange. Probably True Colors then.
It's either two or True Colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not the first one.
True Colors was okay. It was a lot harder for me to get into than the other one, and I couldn't get into 2 at all for whatever reason.
Like, this is insane, man. It's just like a a
This
picture of
looks
a
so.
dock.
It's a
What
little
do
bit
you
more
think?
retro though. If you look at the background, it's pretty blurry. That
Yeah,
background's pretty pixelated. So this is probably like what PS2, PS3 gen, I would
mm,
say, or it could be an indie game. That's possible too.
I would venture to say probably an indie game.
Indie game. But I have nothing on this one this time.
I would no. So I was gonna almost say Shantae, A Pirate's Life, but that that is not nearly pixelated enough.
Okay.
Uh, are you able to
Skip.
see my camera? Like I noticed that I'm like leaning. And it
Yeah,
looks
you.
like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. You slowly shifted forward to the other side. That's okay. We'll skip. Let's see what the
yeah.
next screenshot is here. Ooh, okay. So no, this one doesn't have a Metacritic score, which usually means that it's either um old or I don't think I've ever heard of another reason why it wouldn't have a Metacritic. Because there's a certain timeline where it stops and Metacritic doesn't
Mhm.
score them. But this is not helpful though. It's some grass and a rock
Yeah, and a dock. So
and a dock. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, okay, it's a PC exclusive, or at least it was originally. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not
that
getting anything.
is. I can't. The game I'm thinking of. No, that's not Another World.
You thinking this is like a
Because
side scroller of some kind?
yeah, um, it's kind of given like OG, like Prince of Persia vibes too.
Maybe
But
like flashback remake?
flashback remake could be.
Let's give that a shot.
Another World. Another World is different art style though. So
Okay. It's not flashback. It's a platformer question
flashback
mark?
question mark. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I don't got anything. This
I
might
got
be one I've
nothing.
never heard of. This is not this doesn't look old. So I don't know why it wouldn't have a Metacritic rating. This is weird. All right, let's see what else we got. 27. Oh, it's that game with the dude in the pot. Getting over it. Getting over it.
It's at the physics game, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, there we go. Wonder why it doesn't have a Metacritic rating. That's interesting. Yeah, I refuse to play that game because I feel like I would punch something.
Yeah.
How aggravating it was.
I think the last physics game like I played like that was probably Goat Simulator,
Oh,
and
jeez.
that was pretty fun, man.
It's
But
a crazy game.
it is. But like I saw they have like Goat Simulator like 3 or 4 now, and like
So
zombie.
there is no Goat Simulator 2. They skipped to 3 as a joke. Freaking
Oh
crazy people, man. Wow, this has a very specific art style, but I don't recognize it.
man, got
Nothing.
nothing.
Whoa, Metacritic of
Okay,
90%. That's high. That's real high. For
that is very high, and that looks like a
it's like a
sort of like a
Roman.
Grecian statue
Yeah.
of sorts.
This can't be God of War, right?
No,
This doesn't look anything like God
um,
of War.
might be. What are like the like that looks kind of cartoony. Let me see. Can I zoom in? Oh yeah, I can. Um, looks a little more animated, right? It doesn't look like serious
Yeah.
like a God would be.
No.
Um, so what other like kind of
Roman-esque, Greek-esque games. The only other one I can think of is Immortals Phoenix Rising, but there's no way that got a 90 Metacritic score.
no man.
No. I think we need more.
Yeah.
PC and Switch exclusive originally.
Ooh,
That's crazy. I see some spikes at the top. I see a cursor. See that cursor in the bottom there? Huh.
So is this maybe like a could it be an RTS maybe?
Could be. Or a
Mm,
flight sim type game or shooter. PC Switch. That doesn't happen very often. Oh, it's
yeah.
probably an indie game. Because a lot of indie games came to Switch from PC.
Mhm.
But I don't recognize what this is though.
Yeah. I suck at this game, dude. I really do.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
It is a
That seems
shooter
like
and a platformer. What?
that seems like a really big shift in environments there.
This has to be a cinematic or something. There's no way this is gameplay, right? Yeah, I don't know what this is. Nothing coming to mind.
No, I got nothing for you.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So this is
Oh.
I I'm terrible like with these kind of games. So like what is it like the Tokyo man.
I think this might be Neon White. Is that the shooter where you use the cards and stuff and you're jumping around?
Oh no, that was Wii U that what it was on. So yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I'm not up to date on these kind of games at all, man.
It goes back further, but like normally there's pixelated stuff. Oh, it is Neon White. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you had like cards and stuff. It was kind of like Ghost Runner,
Mhm.
but with cards. It was interesting. There we go. Now we got a pixelated one.
Oh, that's Mega Man 2.
Wow, you were right on the ball with that one. Mega Man 2? No, it is a Mega Man game
Oh,
though.
Mega Man. Okay, how about Mega Man 3? Or Mega No, it's not Mega Man 1.
No, Mega Man 3. It is Mega Man 3. Look at that. We just needed an old school game for the legend to get.
Yeah, nice. All
You,
right.
you got Magnet Missile. Yeah, it gives us
Excellent
all kinds of games.
excellent series, by the way.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Ooh.
That is I think that's Chrono Trigger, dude.
Whoa, if you get
That
Chrono
one
Trigger from some grass, I will friggin' freak out. No, okay, no, you did. 86% though. That's pretty
this
high.
is I have a feeling I know what this is. That grass, like that's very, very much Chrono Trigger style grass. So I think this is a Super Nintendo game.
86%. Oh, could this no. I was gonna say Super Mario RPG, but it's not the right angle. It doesn't
No.
animate the game.
Is this Secret of No, not Secret of Evermore. No, it can't
Oh,
be.
maybe.
This is very much like a this looks very much like a 16-bit art style
Oh
game,
yeah.
man.
Secret of Evermore that's a good guess. Although 86% is a little high for Secret of Evermore.
Yes, might be a little bit lower.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the next one.
Oh, it's PC exclusive.
Oh,
What?
man.
Oh,
Okay.
is this
I
Vampire
don't know.
Survivors? No, that detail looks too high. But that aura that book's got looks like Vampire Survivors. Let me look at the other ones.
Man, that grass threw me off, dude. Like that
Yeah,
grass, that's like seriously like some like SNES like 16-bit looking grass.
Vampire Survivors looks that way. I think it's Vampire
I've never
Survivors.
played Vampire
Yeah,
Survivors.
it is.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got very much a old school look to it. Oh my god.
Oh, and this is like a newer game too, isn't it?
Yeah. It's good too.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a really good game. We got time. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Whoa, that
All right,
looks
so that
pretty
looks like
distinct.
that looks like an like a like one of the old school like PS1 FMVs.
Could be. It could also be a zoomed in screenshot. That happens
Yeah,
sometimes to us. We kind of get thrown off by that. I don't recognize this though. Cool art style though.
yeah.
Oh, it's Shadow of War.
Shadow Mortar. Yep.
Yeah. Or War, one of the two. Yep, Mortar. Yeah. Great game. Another
Yep.
studio that shut down stupidly. Monolith. Unbelievable.
This game actually got me to go watch Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah? It's a great game.
Yeah.
Man. Great movies. Definitely older. Looks like 360 maybe, PS3. Maybe even, yeah. Maybe even PS2, but late PS2. Trying to figure out what the pink electricity. Oh, it's a neon sign. It's a neon sign of a lady.
A lady. All right.
Yes.
Voluptuous lady there.
Yeah, voluptuous lady.
Hmm.
Not sure. Oh, no. I was gonna say mercenaries, but I don't think so.
All right, let's check the next slide.
71%. So we got looks like a third-person shooter, maybe. Oh, there's a bullet in the way, a bullet casing flying in front of that guy. This looks a little bit more rough than I thought it would look like.
Yeah.
So this is probably PS2. I don't recognize it though. 71%. So this is like an average shooter. I got nothing.
All right, yeah.
Oh, we got some UI. Oh, PS3? What?
Okay, so this could be Mercenaries.
Mercenaries 2?
Mercenaries 2. Because Mercenaries 1 was on the PS2 original Xbox. But it could also be no, not Freedom Fighters. That's on PS2. Yeah, I would say see what we got for Mercenaries.
No shooter. Well, we kind of figured that out. Thanks. There's the guy's fist now. He's gonna punch someone.
That looks like a webbed fist. Like, is that a merman? Like, do you?
Yeah, I think it's just an odd screenshot, and that's his knuckles, I guess. Oh, could this be? No, can't. No, I was gonna say superhero thing, but like Punisher or something like that.
What about Brothers in Arms?
Could be. Which one?
I think it's like Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill 30. Hell's Highway. Yeah, I think it might be that one.
No. 2009. What the heck? Oh, is this that 50 Cent game?
Oh, that 50 Cent Blood in the Sand.
Is it? It is! That is funny. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's as much time as we got. But we did pretty well.
Yeah, this is great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky. Old School, where can they find you?
You can catch me at BlueSky at BlueSky. BlueSky at AH Ninjas. Catch me there. No, you can find me on Twitter, Old School Legend LGND. I'm also on YouTube, Old School Legend LGND.
There you go. You can email us at code.opt.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where you can find both of us talking about gaming, wrestling, and more, and patreon.com/co-op entertainment where you can throw us a crisp George W to help support the channel. We greatly appreciate the support. Legend, thank you so much for filling in for Andrew. Hopefully he gets better soon so we can get back to talking about games again, but we appreciate you filling in.
Absolutely, man. Get well soon to Andrew, and I appreciate you having me in and giving me an opportunity, man, to fill in. So
it's a lot of fun. It's good times. Until next time, get back to gaming.